It's morning in Ghana. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, worldwide, wherever you are watching from. Okay, today what I want to do is that yesterday and for the past few days I've been compiling some questions and views from partners all over the world, asking them what exactly is disturbing them in business or one way or the other, which topic do they think that it's okay for me to talk to them about what is disturbing you in business. Let us know so that we can address it. I might I might not know all, but since I've been in this business before you, in fact, I did some things that propelled me to where I am currently. So without much ado, I just want to run through some of the questions are familiar. Some are things you are going to pass through. Some are things that when you start as a younger person in the business, you will face them. So I want to put this on tape and keep it, watch over and over and over again. And as time goes on, you become familiar. You will know that you tell someone that when you are joining this business, this is what you are going to face, this is what you are going to go through. So you should be aware and then you should know what is ahead, preparing you for the war, preparing a soldier for the war is more important than what he's going to do at the war or on the battlefield. So if your training is not tough, if you are not being prepared well, you'll be deployed and you'll be used as a sandbag, guinea pig. One stray bullet, boom, you are gone. So you should be prepared. You should be aware of what is ahead. You understand? Most of you don't know. Most of you were not prepared. Most of you were not given enough solid foundation and solid uh, prompt or alert. That is why these things are happening to you. So I wrote them here, front and back, and most of them are familiar. So I'm going to run through them. Someone asked me what level does a person begin to earn? For you to earn in business, it's simple. Okay, so let me say these are general questions and answers that I will be giving. So he said, what time do you begin to earn? You begin to earn simply, you join the business. In our system, when you bring one person, you sponsor one person. When you sponsor one person today, there is a token you'll be given. You sponsor, let's say the guy do 120 PV. You sponsor another person 120 PV. You have this, let me call it starter bonus. You'll be given a certain starter bonus on them initially because the person will have to, if the person select 152 package, you will be paid something. If the person select any other combo packages, you will be paid something. Being when he select the package, is different from you selecting product. So you are starting the business with maybe 11,500. You might not know who you will get tomorrow that will do the 152. So you quickly have to select the 152 package. This is in a Ghana system. So you can relate it to your system wherever country you are watching from. 152 starter pack. This starter pack is like for you, the system to recognize that you are a partner. So you select that as a product. And this selection is 152 Ghana cedi, but it comes with its own product. You understand? So when you select that when you tally the product, you see that the money is not tallying with the product price. No, the starter pack itself is a package on it. That's how it is. So you select that, and now you select the products, any product of your choice, to amount to the 120 PV or your VIP PV. This is in the normal mainstream long reach. If someone is doing any other strategies or putting some package together for their team, is different. But this is the normal main long reach system. You understand? So automatically, when you join somebody comes today, you're supposed to earn. Now let's assume that you registered this guy last week, and this week you are registering this guy. After being paid that starter pack bonus, which is 41 CD on this one, you have to be paid also performance bonus. Performance bonus. Because performance bonus is paid on a lesser leg. When this guy is already in the system with maybe 121 PV, and as you are coming, you have 121 here last week, so this leg become bigger leg, and we are bringing this leg here 120 this week. The percentage depends. Let's assume you are VIP, so you will be paid on this PV 12% by 3.8 Ghana cedi. So this is your performance bonus for that week. So for payment, and this one, I will want you to go back to your compensation plan to study it into detail. You will understand. So to earn, if you bring someone today, you earn. If you bring somebody tomorrow, you earn. You don't need to accrue, let's say, after 1 month before you will be paid. So that is for that question. Now, effective motivation for prospects. Effective motivation for prospects to see the energy and believe in along with business. Motivation. Ubon King always say that motivation is money. If you don't have money, you don't have motivation. If you don't have money, you don't have motivation. And if you don't have money, that should be the motivation to go look for that motivation. If a prospect, in this part of our world, people give excuse, whether you like it or not. Some people will only give excuse. They don't give a damn what is going on in their life. I always tell myself, or I've been doing some other talks and telling that at this point in our life, we don't need to be motivated. We need to be provoked. You need to be provoked. You need to be provoked. If you are provoked, you will go beyond motivation. You should be motivated by you not having money to get married. You not having your own money to buy your own car. You not having your own money to do what you want to do, buy what you want to buy, wake up at any time you want to wake up, go to any place you want to go to, pay your school fees without disturbing your parents. In fact, help your sisters, help people in your community to put a smile on the face. Those supposed to be your motivation. So people giving you excuses in the business doesn't mean that, or you talk to them about business doesn't mean that they don't have motivation. No, they are just not provoked. They know they don't have what it takes. So I talk to people about my business and I look at the people, their lifestyle, where they are currently. Is it better than mine? monetarily, are they doing well than me? In career wise, are they doing better than me? Like, you understand? So it depends. You just have to, everything boils down on the mindset, your mindset. Your mindset. The mindset you are starting the business with is very, very, very important. So if you have a very strong mindset, nobody can push you around. Nobody can demotivate. I tell people, when I prospect you and you refuse to join, I'll go and make fortune and come back for you. So you don't need to, don't push, don't look to be a hunter, don't look too aggressive on them. It's like some would think that you want to make money on me, you want to use me to make money. You get the point. So the strategies to implement on your cold market. Strategies. We want to use strategy. You see, in every field, if you're a doctor, there's a procedure to do operation. If you are a critical nurse, there's a procedure to go through. If you're a military person, there's a procedure to go through when you are at the range to fight. There's a procedure to even approach principle. Even if you want to fight a war, there's a principle to fight the war. Principles of war. To extend that, there's a withdrawal. When you get to a place where maybe you think where the thing is going now is too much, you withdraw. Or when you will be to conquer even the enemy, because you don't say I've killed the enemy, so you just wake up and go and no. There's a principle, there's a procedure to withdraw. So in every business, there is a way for you to get closer to your cold market, your warm market. To you see, it's simple. How you approach the people. Are you using the right words? Are you talking to them the right way? So I need to prompt you to go look for the right way, or I will surely give you the right way to do it. But if I give you the books, if I give you the tutorials, if I'm training you, do you practice them? Do you read them? Deploy. I tell people when I started that I deploy every strategy. Even today, before the COVID-19, before the lockdown, I still take my small diary, my planner. I go to maybe the bar stop, the coffee shop, on the run, the mall, I meet few friends. Once in a while, I do that. But when I started, that was the main strategy I was using, face to face. Social media. I was all over social media. I have all the accounts. Consistently. You can't be on social media and make it if you are not consistent. Because the algorithm was written in a such a way that if you are not consistent, that the system will not even make your things show live on the people who are on Facebook. If you don't engage people, the system will not make people see it to engage you. So you need to be consistent. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, you mention them, but you should be a master of one. Always go there to make a difference. Very, very important. So these are the strategies. I use strategies. I deploy every strategy. I did when I got started. I was mad. I wanted to do everything to make it. So I don't have time to be waiting on one strategy is not working before I have to go. I deploy all. And everything boils down to your action plan and your consistency. Today, what am I going to do? Tomorrow, what am I supposed to do? Tomorrow next, what am I supposed to do? Sometimes you have to overdo it. Sometimes you have to go beyond the plan, but never go below the plan. If I want to talk to two people, I have to look for the two people. If I got the two people that I think I should go and sleep, and I'm having another person in front of me. You get the point? The energy for the people to see, you have to be always on top of your game, doing something. That is the energy. Then your prospect will see that, hey, Charlie, this guy is always on fire. What is it in this? You will call people. Your energy will call people. You being on top of the game will call people. You understand? Someone say, if you're a VIP, first you earn 12% of your weekly produce PV with your team and you will be together with you. Now, one percent global pool. This 1% is like a sale pool set for all the VIPs. And then after every month, a point will be calculated and will be shared. You have 1% of that pool. Now, let me tell you something. This 1% pool, it depends on your weekly commission. If your weekly commission, your activities are few, it will be small. So when you start the business from the beginning, you won't see the essence of it. But when you are growing, in the business is an investment, and this investment, when you start the business with VIP, don't forget you have more products. You see, you have more products. So you sell more product, you have more product to at least to sample your friends, to use, to sell if you are good to sell them. But it's also good to sample people to know the product. You have product parties, product sampling parties and stuff in your home and stuff like that. So the global pool will grow with time, and it's good. 1 point is equal to $100. So when you grow, the last time I saw, but by then I was a diamond 4, diamond 5. When I saw a staff director's back office, it accrued over 207 points. So 207, that's like times 207. That's $20,700. You understand? So it's an investment. It's good to start a business as VIP. There's no two ways about that. If you have what it takes to be a VIP, just do it. Just do it. It's good. It's good. It's good to be a VIP because currently I also enjoy some points, but it delayed because I didn't have the chance to start straight as VIP. So I started small and I kept on using other people's money. When people place orders, I will take the money, come and do the orders, upgrade myself, and OPM. I always talk about it, other people's money. I don't need to go and look for my pay or my commission and go and use you to do. No, as I sell even the product to them, I make profit. At the same time, I'm using their money to upgrade myself to VIP. How to close a prospect? How to close a prospect? There's no formula, but it depends. You are the formula. If you want to close a prospect, if you are young in the business, use a third party too. third party too could be me. Ladies and gentlemen, don't try to do it all. You don't know it all. Use your upline. I can place a call. Oh, Papa. Oh, Jovi. Oh, Sunny. Oh, Rich. Oh, Fosca. Uh, I have this prospect. I spoke to him about the business. He said, "Want to join? Would you say a few words to him, and a few words of encouragement to reassure him that the business is good? He's still doubting his thoughts like that. Sometimes I do it in front of the, the prospect, but then he will take the phone, he'll close the deal for you. But if you are not getting people to do that for you, always, what do you say? I go with honesty when I started the business. Bro, I saw this is good. What I want you to know is that together, together, we can make it work. Therefore, I want you to take a look at this business. Now, you might not see that I have the car, I have this, I have this, but I have hope that the people, looking at the people ahead of me in the business, they have what it takes. In fact, the companies has fulfilled the promises in their life. Therefore, together, we can work together. Together, we can make it. People also say you should go with scripts like what you've seen now. Now that you've seen this, what are your opinions? I don't do that. I won't ask of your opinion. There are days where I just go straight and say, we are done with the presentation. Thanks for coming. God bless you. Like Zoom or stuff like even one-on-one. I'm so happy you came for the presentation. I'm so happy you were able to listen to me. And then I know what you are thinking. I know you have a little bit of doubt at the same time. You are enthused about doing it. Please, if you have what it takes, go in big. If it doesn't have what it takes, you can start small and grow up. This is the form. That's why I go anywhere I go with the form. This is a registration form. Please, I want you to put down your details. I want you to put down your details, and then quickly we will move to the office. We'll move to the convenient place or where maybe a stockist is for you to put him in the system. For as you want to work to him, is it your steadiness, your readiness? You don't go and talk to the prophet. So, how are you going to? When are you going to do it? And he tell you, I'll get back to you. No, I won't give you that chance. I'm just going to close you. I can't even, bros. This is the game. This is what we are supposed to do. Look at A, B, and C. They started these few days. I was even doubting just like you. But now that I follow them, now that I am with them, things have started changing. So I want us to take a look at this opportunity. You need to start now. In fact, how much do you think you can start? How much do you have? Don't forget about starting big. But then, how much can you afford to start? Thank God in our system, you don't need all the big money in the world to start. The little you have, you can start with it, and then as time goes on, you can top up. So you closing a prospect depends on you. Depends on your body language, your action, the way you talk, and it's like that. How to resurrect dead partners. I call it resurrection. Someone said, how can I bring back my old partners into business? Sometimes it's very hard. That thing is hard to resurrect a partner who has closed his mind, who has come, who came into the business. A partner who came, saw everything, attend all presentation, car awards, business presentation, award events. People saw people, even dispatch people to China and stuff, and it's gone. It's hard to resurrect those people than to recruit new people. But I don't give up on people. Keep in touch with them. Keep sending them messages. Keep checking up on them. What is going on? You might not know that. The guy is having marriage issues, marital problems, The guy is having maybe family issues. The guy is sick. The guy is down on cash at that moment. So we have to quickly go and do something because not everybody have the ability to go out and sell. Or probably people close their mind and don't want to sell, though they are doing the business. So they go out to go and look for some job. After that, they have some money in their pocket and they will come back and come and fight. We have timings for everything. That is what I want you to know. There is timings for everything. So you don't need to compare your mornings to someone's evening, your afternoon to someone's morning. Do you understand? So resurrecting new old partners, dead partners is hard, but we have to keep following up on them. Those that will come. Those that cannot come, you cannot bring them back. It is until they are willing. Some you can even call them, you find out on them once a week, and they will not come, they will not come. People, some don't stay, some won't just stay. That is how it's supposed to be, and that is nature. Some will never stay, but for you to keep in touch with them, it's nice. Humanity say, and when they will come back, they will come back. People, a lot of people complain about prospecting. See, our major work is prospecting because we need to show the plan. We need to talk to people. We need to let people know what we have, your opportunity and your product. So if you are not connecting with people, you are not prospecting every day to be putting names on your list, on the list, on the list, on the list, on the list. If you are not going to be doing that, to be putting name in this list, on this, to keep increasing your list, when you run out of prospects, that is when you become desperate. You become chasing one person. You'll be chasing one person. You'll be chasing one person. And the person even will not pick your call again. But if you have a lot of contacts, learn how to generate. Like Mr. Sani was teaching us how to generate contacts from WhatsApp platform, from Facebook, from all. Then you add the traditional one. You go to church. Thank God now we say 100 people. So every day when I go to church, I make sure I get 100 people their contact. That's just by week. Now, you go to church, you go to school, you go to the workplace and stuff. Try and be getting contacts and be adding. Prospecting is a skill, it's an art. It's like you are looking. Prospecting those days means people prospect for gold. They're looking for gold. So human beings are gold. So go out there to go and look for them. You're on social media, when you connect 2, 3, 4 times, you hear we normally use contact numbers. We don't normally use email address, but you can start compiling the numbers, the email address, the numbers, their email address. Then you keep increasing, If you create a rapport for some time, you show the plan. You don't just prospect. And then all of a sudden you want the person to join the business. It takes time. That's why this business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Some you could see a stranger today and talk to them about a business. Depend on the mood. Depend what you spoke about. You were talking about something disturbing the guy and you are talking about business. No. When we see the atmosphere, what you spoke about is about money, it's about joy, it's about you just jumping. So what do you do? I had people connect with me on LinkedIn, we chat say hello, good morning, how are you? Thanks for connecting. I am this, I'm from Ghana, blah blah blah. Then the next thing I ask you, do you have something we can do in common to make money? I ask them direct. It's a way because I don't want to waste my time. Some people, I take a look at your profile. I don't want to even look. Is there anything we can do in common to make money? Someone say, sure, 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 sure. Someone say, no, I don't have much. But if you have more, you can tell me. I have a link to my presentation. I send you. Time no day. Do you get it? Don't go and be talking nonsense talks. Excuse my language. Don't be. It's not an insult. I'm just describing the occasion. Don't be doing things that is unproductive. Prospect. You need to do it. It's a must. Someone said, worth of being a VIP. Yeah, one point, like I told you, is $1, and he asked, and given in a year. No, you can't predict. There's no business. Dangote cannot tell you that. He can predict that, okay, by 2020 ending, I want to make a profit, or we will make a profit of this, and then pandemic come, and people are not patronizing cement, people are not buying much of iron rods and stuff. So automatically you can't reach that goal. That is what I'm talking about. You can't predict it. Do you get the point? So you can't predict it. You can't get it that everything you predict on paper will be able to come true. No. So, but what I want you to know, like the VIP I told you about this, the VIP points are generated. It's a long formula. It's calculated. That 1% pool is calculated, and so you can make 0.5 something point. Then within maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 months, you add them together, you request for it, they pay to you. They pay to you. You can pay to me. I took it as in cash before in my office here in Ghana. So you depend on how you have calculated with in your country, with your manager, with your finance and stuff. But mostly when the country is big like Nigeria, where you can't move from maybe Kaduna to Lagos and stuff, you request from both, and then they will send to the head office and they will be paid to your account. That's how it is. Mr. Sani asked, you are thinking about objection. Is your objection or rejection? Okay. Objection, my lord. When you talk to people, people will object you, people will reject you. Like I did a training on the 4 mental enemies. Rejection is the first, deception is second, attrition is third, apathy is fourth. Rejection, people will have to reject you. It's natural. You talk to people about business and they have their own opinions. You can't, we all have, they are like noses, we all have one. Everybody have the nose one. But what you believe with it is what matters. So people come. How do you take objection, rejections? How do you take them? Take them normal. Don't kill yourself over someone's rejection or objection. You need to leave to do the business another day. That is the strong mindset I want you to have. If you don't have the strong mindset, someone's no will blow you off. Someone's, oh, this thing, someone can even hold you down and say, Charlie, you are wasting your time. Someone told me before, go and look for a job. He didn't know that I'm a fully fledged billionaire, flight engineer, computer engineer, standing in front of him, but because I dressed normal and I wanted to do network marketing, he said their business is for useless people. Their business is for school dropout. So if you don't have the strong mindset and you are hearing these things, you will be blown away. They will come, but you need to have confidence in what you are doing. You need to have confidence seeing the end from the beginning. You need to be ready to take bullies. You need to be ready to take opinions from, in fact, societal, ignorant people for some time if you want to make it in this business. They will come with their own opinions, but you need to be ready for them. You need to go for all. You get the point? Sure. How to convince prospect because they are difficult. Don't convince anybody. I am always against that. Like Les Brown said, a person convinced about their own opinions or against their opinions, when they realize that, well, I'm paraphrasing, when they realize later in the day or in the year or in the month or on the journey that this is not what I want, they will go back to where they are coming from. So don't convince people. Your own is to learn your craft, to learn your trade, to learn your business, to know what to say, what not to say. Give them the option, the opportunity. Let them decide. Let them decide. I always say, because your prospect list is small, that's why you keep chasing one person. You keep chasing one person. And the more you chase that person, the more you think the person becomes difficult. Me, I can follow you up for 3 years, but I will do it professionally. How are you? I'm done. What is going on? I am done. Next week, every day, I'll keep inviting you for my presentations. I want you to know what is going on in my life. But some of you, you don't even show up for the event. You don't even share the link for the Zoom call. Even if you not join, share with that same prospect. So the prospect will know that this guy, this something is still doing this. This lady is still doing this. This is what is going on in his life. You get the point. So the more you do this, the more you don't need to convince them anymore. Say, this guy is still doing this thing. This lady is still doing this thing. I think there's something in this thing for this guy. There's something in this thing for this lady. Let me give it a shot. Then now he will be convinced by himself. You are not convincing. He's making a decision now to come and look for what you are doing. That is how it works. You cannot convince people. Don't go put it, do it. You want to sugarcoat it. When you do this, you get the car tomorrow. You yourself, when you started, did you get the car tomorrow? What you are telling the person? Or the people who even got the car, did they just join and the following day they give them cars? Did they even join them the following day they pay them? No. I joined with the mindset of making extra income, 500 Ghana cedi a week. So that was my vision, my mission, my ambition, and I was sharing with people. Charlie, let's do this. I have this, we can do that. Maybe by the next 6 months, 1 year, we'll be able to be making 200 cedi a week, 500 cedi a week. But this is what we are supposed to do, not that we are just going to join and then we are going to sleep. No. But when we join, we'll have to do this every day. We have to do this every week. We have to do this every month. So that by 1 year time, we'll all be making 500 cedi aside our salary. So they bought into the vision, and then some say yes, some will say no. When we started making maybe 100 cedi, 200 cedi, we share the SMS alert from the banks with the rest of the people who are doubting, and then they were joining. That is what's supposed to be your mind. How to make prospect understand the business. What is even your business at the first place? Understanding the business. Okay, you need to understand the business yourself. Our business is about what? I always say our business is a personal development business with a compensation plan attached. I have to develop myself to add value to people's life. Which value? Which value? I should know, I should find out with the tons of product I have, how can I help you health-wise? And then how can I let that, after you have the help, how can I let my product make you money? My business is to share products with you, to share more opportunities with you. If you say yes, we'll make money together. When we use our products together, when we stop using other brands that don't care whether we exist, that doesn't know whether we even exist on this planet, then we now use my brand of product just like you use in your house, your soap, your bathing, you drink water, you menstruate, you use pad, you you brush your teeth, you use supplement arthritis, everything. Just think about it. Shampoo, body cream, baby products. We use these same things every day. So now my company is saying that when we now change our brand by using theirs, and we are registered partners with them. Anytime we use our product, we will be paid. How? Because it's been traced. You have an ID. So anybody that uses it together with you, even with you, and that you, the people you will refer to, you make money. So you are at work, people you refer to are buying product from the office because you have an ID, they have an ID. The ID is linked to yours. We will make money. So you have to understand what you are doing yourself before you talk to the people. Hey, come and join under me. You make money. No, join under you to do what? Go and bring people so that they to do what? Yes, we're going to bring people. What are they coming to do? So you have to understand your business to be able to what? Educate people on it. Someone said, how many prospects should I talk to a week? Abba. It's your target. Me, I talk to no less than 5 prospects a day. So you can also practice it. So that is where I said deploy all strategies. You can do it on the foot, on the go, in the church, everywhere you meet people, and then on social media. Virtually, physically. In fact, you can even do it in your dream, if possible. Your skills of convincing people about business. Know the business. Don't convince people. Like I told you, the questions are familiar. They are the same questions. Yes, it's sometimes disturbing. You invite people to join, and after you explain to them, they make the decision, they go out, and another leader told them that, oh, I am Diamond 5, I'm Star Director, come and join me. Don't practice that. Don't do that. It's a sin. You need to have some personal values when you are doing this business. Don't be in hurry to take what doesn't belong to you. Someone brought you a prospect to close for them because you think you are a high rank. You want the person to come and join. No. If you yourself you are a prospect coming, share this with your prospect. I spoke to you about the business. God knows why He linked me to you. There is a purpose. There is a divine covenant between you and I. That is why I am showing you that business. So do it under the person who is showing it to you. Go through it. If you don't know, if the person is not up to date, you the one bringing the people. Be up to date, be current. That should be a motivation and provocation for you to go back to the drawing board to learn, to know what you are supposed to do. It's not good that somebody bring me a and say, oh, me, I'm a Star Director, come and join under me. No, it's unethical. It's not the best. We demoralize the young ones to not to stay put. If it so happen to you, you can look for a trusted partner or maybe a higher rank leader to report the case, or maybe you can, if you get closer to your office, you can report the person whether they've joined, they were able to sort it out, the person come back to you or not. You've done your job. Report them. Let's stop those bad people. Yes, because it's disturbing. People say I bring in people, I give them the information, and they end up joining under another people. Like someone will come and meet you, say, "Oh, you are my friend, therefore don't join under this person." It has happened to me personally several times, especially in Nigeria. Even my prospects, some of them are now Diamond Sevens and Star Directors in people's team. So those are some of the things. Objection, deceptions. They will deceive you. You understand? They will quit on you and stuff like that. So you just have to have a big heart. A big heart. Knowledge in using social media is very, very, very important. You need to learn it. Go back to YouTube. Go and search how to prospect, how to build my network marketing on social media. There are tons of courses that it will take me more than 1 month to teach you. But the best way is to get tutorials from YouTube. how to build your business. You see, you need to do a lot of researches on your own. You need to do a lot of research because most of these things you have to do it on your own. You have to learn it on your own. You have to discover it. Most of the things I know in business in general, I discovered them on my own. You have to go and look for them. There are a lot of information there. Any consignment, yes, there are a lot of consignment. Don't think about product shortage. There will be a lot of consignment. How to approach people and introduce my business to them. Yes, that's what I'm saying. When you approach somebody on social media, on Facebook, look at, create a conversation. I normally say, family, organization, the relationship, and money. I use the phone. I connect with you, check on you, your family, what is going on, where do you work, what do you do, what organization do you belong to. You create a relationship, and then I talk about money. So that's how I approach people. I don't just approach people back like that. No. How you, how your family? Now the COVID is here, so are you staying safe? I draft a nice message on Facebook. I can shoot to maybe 100 people a day. Just 100 people. You have to be obsessed, and you keep getting the responses. Then I go the organization, the same people who reply, and then really I start creating relationship with them. Then I show them what to do. Third party to I have a link to the site where there's a presentation done by Mr. Solomon Abibi. Use them third party too. I won't have that time to now be going to be breaking down compensation plan for you again about 100 people. Take that link, send to all of them. People who watch will watch, some will not watch. You get one. So that's how it is. Nice way of approaching people without losing them. Use fun, family, organization, relationship, and talk about money. So I think I've covered most of the questions there. Now let me tackle this one as the last. Someone said how to organize Zoom meetings. It's simple. Go to your Play Store, your WhatsApp, Android Play Store on your phone. Download the Zoom app. When you download the Zoom app, you create an account, you sign in. When you go to, now everything is set. When you open the Zoom app, you will see schedule meeting. Click on it. You see title, the time you want the meeting to start, the time you want the meeting to end. The free sample basic one can take only 40 minutes. You have to upgrade so that, and that one can take only 100 people. If you upgrade, the first package is like 24 hours. You can be on the call, which I don't know which call you are going to be making 24 hours. And then the next package, many times with many people, the numbers keep increasing. That's how it works. So the Zoom meetings is very simple. Ladies and gentlemen, all too soon I've come to a close of this. I really wanted to break it down, but I didn't want to. So I'm going to leave it long like this. I'm going to leave it long like this. going to leave it long to upload so that you can watch and watch and watch. When you are watching, there's no interruption. All these things are the things that I keep compiling. If you know all these things, the major task we have in this business is to keep exposing our business and our product. We need to expose to as many as the thousands of people out there. People have been in the business for 13 years, 20 years, and they've been billionaires. But we have 7.7 billion people on the continent, in the world. So we don't have any excuse. The only thing is that people will come and they will quit. But you don't need to quit because you are a winner. The people who quit in Long Reach, they've done a lot of work for us. Now people are looking for product and they are calling us. This guy has been giving me product and I don't see him anymore. Then I say, don't worry, I'll be there. So you staying put is a sign you're going to make it. When the going gets tough, the tough might get going. When people are quitting, that is the time I step up my game. Yes, because I saw something and I joined. I joined before you came. So when you are quitting, I have to step up my game. Things must go down. Things kick off. It come down. It will go down. Then it will come. It's like alternating current. That is how life is. Life is not a direct current, a DC current. I'm speaking engineering, electrical engineering. Life is a sinusoidal. This is how waves are generated. This electricity is generated in Akosombo for us to get light. That is why there are times you see your light doing like this. If the rectifying circuit on the rectifying life cycle of that power output with the voltages and stuff that didn't work the way it's supposed to be, you see it. But because it is working well, we are in that level. Life is a sinusoidal. It goes, it comes, it goes. So when things are happening, there are people running around want to go join another company because the excitement is there. The excitement is there. No, the time for them is coming when they will get to where you think you are now in the company. Be me, I am always high because I don't need to see billions of dollars in my account weekly before I think I have arrived. From day one, my passion has been like this. From day one, I am enthused about my business. So, ladies and gentlemen, take these few lessons into consideration. Listen to them always, and then you will know the things I say you should do. Do them, and then we will make it together. God bless you so much for watching. I wish all networkers in the world a success for we to unify the industry. I wish all Long Reach members around the globe a success. We have a better option to make it in life. Let's go tell the world. Long Reach, better life, better future. God bless you.